Yo, what's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your homie Jay Green, back right now with my thoughts and feelings on The Bride. Now, this movie right here was directed by Jake Gyllenhaal's older sister, Maggie, and it stars Academy Award nominated Jessie Buckley, Academy Award winning Christian Bale, Jake Gyllenhaal, Annette Bening, Peter Skarsgård, and Penelope Cruz. Now, for all of y'all out there who have no idea what this particular telling is of Frankenstein, aka The Bride of Frankenstein, we are set in 1930s Chicago, and right now Frankenstein is looking for love, and he ain't getting no hits on his Tinder profile. So he ends up asking this doctor, played by Annette Bening, to weird science him a bride out of a dead body. So him and the good doctor head down to the cemetery, and they Ed Gein the shit out of a gravesite. And now we have Frankenstein and his bride meet Bonnie and Clyde with a little bit of a woman empowerment slant to it. Now off the top, when I first saw the trailer to this movie, I wasn't really sure what we were gonna get. I'm here for Jessie Buckley, I'm here for Christian Bale, Jake Gyllenhaal, all the stars in this film, but at the same time, I really wasn't sure what the story was gonna be and if it was gonna be for me. So it looked intriguing enough, but at the same time, based on the trailers, this movie could easily go left. But I'm happy to say that I enjoyed the hell out of this film. Now, to my knowledge, this is the first movie that Maggie Gyllenhaal has wrote and directed, and I think that she hit it out the park. Number one, the cinematography in this movie is gorgeous. In fact, to me, as I'm watching it, I'm like, this movie kind of looks like something that Guillermo del Toro would have directed. Now, let's not forget, he won Best Picture and Best Director, if I'm not mistaken, for Shape of Water. So that's saying a lot in regards to Maggie Gyllenhaal's talent. Second, while Frankenstein and his bride are not wholly original, the concepts that Maggie Gyllenhaal is putting into this film are. And I thought that she brought about a new and fresh take on the love story, if you will, that is Frankenstein and his bride. One of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie was the way that the bride was written. In the beginning of the film, we don't really know much about her, and as the film would progress, it starts to uncover certain details that let us know who she really is, why she was in that bar, and she starts to figure things out. Her true motivations for being there in the first place start to come out, and now her and Frankenstein are kind of navigating her motivations, thoughts, and feelings on certain things. And that's where we get a little bit of this Bonnie and Clyde, Thelma and Louise, ride or die until the wheels fall off type shit. And I thought that was super fly. Now, I will say in this movie, there were a few times where it kind of went a little bit off the rails. And I'm kind of wondering like, okay, what are we doing here? Where are we going with all this? But then it was the acting or specific character motivation and engagement between Frankenstein and the bride in some of those moments that kind of pulled it back together and got me back on board. So again, something that might take a few of you out of it for just a moment, but hang in there, it's gonna bring it right back, and then you're gonna be on board with it. And for me, even though that was happening, towards the end, I was really pulling for them to be able to make it. I was really pulling for them to succeed in what they were trying to do. I do want to give some love to Peter Skarsgård and Penelope Cruz. It's always great to see them on screen, and their chemistry as detectives on the hunt for Frankenstein and the bride was pretty dope. As always, with any movie that's good, I'm going to try to be vague but give y'all those touch points. That being said, I do think that this movie is worthy of a trip to the theater. One, support female directors. Two, this movie looks beautiful. Like I said, it's on par with the beauty that Guillermo del Toro be putting up on screen, so you gotta show us some love for that. Three, this movie has great music and a great score with old school Hollywood vibes to it. Phenomenal acting from everyone, and Christian Bale and Jessie Buckley are fearless in their portrayal of Frankenstein and the bride. Yo, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed with this one. And again, if you want original films, you gotta support original films. Yo, is this movie on your radar? Are you interested in this? Do you like period piece movies? Are you a fan of Frankenstein? What's good with it? Comment below, let me know. Your homie, Jay Green, I'm out. Now, I will say that while I did enjoy this film, and I think that what Maggie Gyllenhaal gave us was phenomenal from top to bottom, in another world, I would have loved to have seen the same exact aesthetic, the phenomenal acting from who we had on screen, but a little bit more Bonnie and Clyde swag, right? A little bit more raising up against the system, because Frankenstein and the Bride do some ill nana in this film, and I would have loved to have seen them bring a little bit more mayhem to society. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of the mob trying to chase him down. You dig? There was a couple of moments in the movie when I say it kind of goes a little bit off of the rails. That's when Frankenstein gets a little too emotional, you feel me? And the Bride gets a little bit too preachy. Not that I had the biggest issue with it, but I thought it would have been fly if it was a little bit more straightforward, give us a little bit of mayhem and destruction from the Bride and Frankenstein. Thought that would have been dope, but still loved what I got. Yo, now I'm out for reals.